welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us. Silly Season, the final episode of the year. Merry Christmas. Have a really great Christmas and New Year.
See you later.
Ho, ho, ho.
No, last show of the year. Let's get into it, shall we? We've talked about plenty of clubs so far, what's going on. We're going to bang through a few other clubs right now. So if you haven't been mentioned yet, you're about to be Bendigo. What's happening up with the Braves?
Anything?
Anything?
I don't know.
Oh, their girls had a solid first season in.
Yeah, they did.
Men were good, dropping down into Youth League 1 men. Came good. They had a couple. They had a couple of the best players in the competition. Don't worry about that. They were guns. What do we expect?
Look, I'll be honest.
Development.
No, there's a TBA around their youth men's team at the moment. There's an application to go into Division 2 men based on a certain motion that was at the AGM that has been parked for further investigation.
By the time this hits the web, we will know the answer to that.
So check out the website when we put a structure document up for details.
One of my favourite clubs. They are very, very boisterous. The Casey Cavaliers.
Yeah,
what's happening down at Casey? They've been very quiet at the moment.
I know there's been a bit of a movement.
They're going
Yeah.
to be pretty good from all accounts.
Is Mocky back for a few games?
No, she signed for a Division 1 college.
Done.
Yeah. Hey, do you know, and not just any Div 1 college.
Who?
She's gone to the Vandals.
Ooh, has she really?
With Stacey
Idaho, the Vandals.
Yep, Idaho State.
Stacey Barr's doing pretty
But
well.
what a great story. In Mocky coming to basketball, like, you know, she hasn't been playing the game for a whole long time. You know, Casey girl through and through, and for her to make a Div 1 college, so it just changes her life and her family's life. It's fantastic.
Casey men, Youthy, anything happening there? What's going on?
I haven't heard anything from that.
They're very quiet. I don't like the sounds of it
They're men
for opposition teams.
Yeah, I reckon their Div 2 men and their youth men, from what I may or may not have heard at the AGM, are going to be quite a bit better than what most people expect.
Sneaky good.
There's been some changes down at the Stingers. I reckon there might be a few females on the court down at the Stingers.
Yes, Coro Babe coming into the competition with the Youth League women's team.
Great work. A couple of years in, they're now building a women's program. It's really, really good to see. The men, superstars last season. I've only got one question.
Reigning champs.
I've only got one question. There's only one question that matters down at Crowbone. No disrespect to every other player.
No, yeah, just say it.
Is Hutchie playing again?
I think you might not be seeing. You might be playing, but maybe not in the Stingers uniform.
Go on.
Nothing's confirmed though. It's all hearsay. I think you're right. But
maybe Hutchie too. Maybe
down the road, Geelong.
Maybe
down the road, Geelong.
But you know what? I'll be honest. I heard the same thing last year. So
you don't know anything all the time.
He probably makes up the rooms himself.
He's asking price on it.
What else happening at Crowbay? What do we expect? The youth men, by the way, will improve. There's no doubt about that. They've got some really good young
pretty good season.
Yep.
Marla Hicks has re-signed.
Yes. Has?
Yep.
Hicksy?
Yep. And there was rumours that he wouldn't. I think so. But yeah, Marla Hicks is a great person to build.
Big question mark.
Come on, what about the
there
big
is
fella?
a big question mark around Eric Williams.
Go.
Yeah. We don't know. I just know that it's not signed.
My sources are probably indicating may not be there.
Yeah.
But
dual MVP.
Crowbay finals, yes or no?
Yeah.
A long way out.
I have no idea.
Top 6.
Did you just pick your nose on camera?
Yeah. I'll do it again.
He's classy, isn't he?
Diamond Valley. Coaching changes out of Diamond Valley, by the way. Simon Hickey goes in, state champ women's coach. Had a year off.
Ringwood.
Yeah, had a year off. Yeah, youth women's coach out at Ringwood. Tom Bandelovsky is the VYC women's coach out there. Trevor Lee's gone from the VYC men. Gonski gone to Eltham. Neighbours.
Yeah, rivals.
Feisty neighbours. That'll be interesting. Who's coaching the senior men out there? No changes out there, sure. The old fella himself's back there, isn't he? No? Yeah. Come on. That's cool.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah. And I think their new youth
He's
coach.
not that old, is he?
Their new youth coach to replace Trevor, and it's big shoes to fill, is Nathan Cooper Brown. He's been involved with the Vic Metro program for a couple of years, so I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah,
Diamond Valley women, not too far away last season. Caused a bit of a flutter late in the season, could have made it.
And look, I think Simon Hickey's a good coach, so he'll be able to bring some players in, and they'll be able to hopefully take that next step.
Men only just missed.
Yep.
I haven't heard too many changes.
If there's a top 6, I reckon, and you'll see a pretty similar squad out there, I think they'll make the playoffs.
Matt Fennell's re-signed out there too, by the way.
That's good.
Eltham Wildcats. Now, the big news there, and we called it halfway through the season, Greg Jeffers officially looked himself in the mirror and signed.
You said
signed his own contract?
Isn't that big news?
I wasn't sure.
The men out there, Trevor Lee.
It's great.
To me, this is a great story. I think Trevor Lee's won.
Of all the clubs to go to.
Yeah. Upteam Youth Coach of the Year awards. He's so respected from the players and the other coaches around the league. You know, Warren's doing a great job at Diamond Valley, so there obviously wasn't a senior job to go to. He's gone across to their rivals, Eltham, so making for a really exciting Eltham Diamond Valley first game of the season. But I think Trevor's...
Are they playing round one?
They play round one
historically.
Yeah.
Oh, I should know that. I've been around 10 years.
Yeah.
Is it officially called the Trevor Lee Uphills Cup? Or?
No, I don't look
Hasn't
at
had a name
it. No, I don't think so. And I think that's
rubbish.
kind of...
Play it down. They'll play it down. We all know it's going to be on. It's going to be on.
Oh, it'd be great. No, you can't.
Let's pat the fire down. This is the biggest rivalry in championship.
I don't think Trevor has any issues with Watts.
No.
But Trevor Lee will be the first one there pumping this up. Yeah. He will be the first one giving this every bit of legs that he can. Mate,
he deserves it.
Imagine 1,000 people to round one for this game.
There will be.
Pump it up. We can call it anything we like. It's going to be on to
young and up yours cups.
People come to expect that.
Yeah, they do.
Serious.
Let's be honest.
What about the youthies out there? Women? Men?
Well, they're youth.
The men's got some work to do still. Look, you know, I think the girls have got some. Apparently, Eltham's 18 boys that are coming through are pretty strong, and they'll just, I think, will be starting to filter into that team now. They'll be super young, but the future's bright, and they'll get there.
Both teams to be solid.
Geelong.
Yep.
What's going on?
Well, Shane Bowie's not there anymore coaching.
Retired?
Yeah.
Geez, some very good coaches have retired in the off-season. Haven't they?
Some idiots.
Egomaniac.
Not Bowie.
Not Bowie.
Not Bowie.
You know, well, we haven't heard a lot coming out of Geelong, but
it's been
they always, in my time in the league, put together a competitive team. I'm sure they will again.
Any news on the new coach? Any news on the new coach? Or?
I don't know, mate. Who knows? That is one of the rumours. Hutchie's coaching.
Yep.
Don't know if it's confirmed or not.
Cross them off.
Their Div 1 women, you know, they were sensational last year.
They're good.
They had an outstanding season, and I think they're going to be
and a
title
T
contenders.
comes back into that team, or a level above, maybe a level above.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Amy Wormold goes around again.
I think I may have read somewhere she may be taking a step up.
And Darren Bustelli coaching again. Still?
I'm not sure.
I think they'll be strong. They will be strong. They'll be right up there, no doubt. Youthies, pretty good last season.
They're always competitive. Geelong's kids.
Yeah.
Tough to play.
The Farleys.
All 7 of them.
Yeah. The siblings.
I think they'll be pretty close.
Yeah,
the youth men have got some outstanding young players, by the way. Let's head out to Hume City. Big changes out there, especially with the senior men.
And the women. But the women. Yes, the men are, look, I've revamped. Leonard Copeland heading, or sitting on the bench, was on the cover of Overtime, read it. Look, I think he's going to be able to attract some players, and they're going to play an exciting brand of basketball that will be good for the program. Just gives it a shot in the arm.
Jamal Brown back.
Yeah, I think one of the criticism you had of Hume City last year, and I think, well, I completely agree with you, they've been middle of the road for probably
mediocre's the word.
4 or 5 years now, and every year we keep saying, is this the year to build them up? I think Cope's is probably the guy that can help take them to the next level.
Mr. Offel's there, so he'll fit in nicely with the running gun.
They're going to
shoot as much as he can.
Fair and Maybank will hate playing alongside each other. Who's going to keep up first?
That's it.
It will be very, very
Alex Bogart kick out. He's gone to Aubrey Siebel.
That's a big loss.
Elliot Carr out.
Good opportunity for Alex.
Yeah.
So they're going to turn over some players.
They will. But I
Next
think,
tier.
as I said, Lenard
ABK's a big loss.
Yes.
Big loss. The women now, speaking of losses, I've heard Ola Renouf,
gone.
Hibbert,
gone.
Milner,
gone. Canberra. She's living in Canberra. And Hibbert only played because Milner was there.
You know what though? They're
champions, by the way, reigning champs.
Yeah, I reckon they're young kids playing with those veterans for a season are going to be
got a lot out of it.
for it. If they can just bring in another couple of quality, import type players to go around it, they're going to be fine.
Yeah,
because those kids have got a pretty good.
They'll be fine. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, let's head down to youthies out there at
they're girls are in VYC and were pretty young. They struggled a bit. I think they'll improve a little bit on last season, and their boys in Youth 1 men weren't too far away from them.
They'll be close to finals.
Let's head out to Keezy, and Vodey's been replaced as coach. What's going on there?
Yeah, by you, wasn't it?
Bodie's still going around. He runs that joint.
Yeah, no wrong.
Keezy, what can you tell us about the Cougars?
It's been reasonably quiet, hasn't it?
Did I see a women's team through Keezy,
Yes.
by the way?
Yes, she did. They've been planning that for a couple of seasons.
What's that there?
Been
What
playing
division are they in?
MMBL for
Yeah.
Division 2 women.
which is
Welcome
great.
aboard.
Yeah.
It has been, between Keezy and Casey, it has
Definitely
been
quiet.
very, very quiet.
Yeah. Sounds of silence.
I'm hearing that they've got some big news on the way.
Yep.
True or false?
I don't know. I've heard nothing about
What do you
it.
got?
Yeah.
Men or women?
Oh, man, I get that.
Oh, you gather.
You
You
gather.
just said,
Well, if it's a man's name, it's a man.
unless it's like Alex or Peter. Yeah.
Let's move on. Oh, Keezy Youthies. Is Smithy?
Upper.
Hursty still coaching out there?
He
Coach
is,
Hursty?
yeah.
Did very well with them last
He
season.
did. He's
Yeah.
had a great first
Yeah,
season. They're
definitely.
bloody unlucky.
Yep.
They've had a bit of a turnover with kids, but I think their tries have gone pretty well as well.
Yeah, that's
so.
Mhm.
Good work. Let's head to Knox. Knox, VYC men and women.
Yep.
We're both in the thick of the action last season.
I think you might see a lot of their younger, strong players be going up to their Seaboard program next
Ooh,
season.
okay.
And a new crop will come through. I think they'll be playing both. But
Well, I think the women can handle a new crop. They only had 30
No
on
doubt.
their books last season. players, so they might be okay.
The depth in their juniors is outstanding.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Even on the boys' side, they're going to both be two competitive, strong teams.
Yeah.
That-
Coaching wise, Robbie Baldwin's still going around.
yep.
Scott Christian.
Scott Christian.
Yeah, okay, so not too much changing out
No,
there.
they'll be strong. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
One of the preeminent clubs that we talk about right throughout the season on Big VTV. What
We've
news?
got an announcement to make in a minute when you talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, we're heading out to our boys,
Yeah.
Maccabi. What's happening out
Well, Dean
Maccabi?
Schechter's gone.
I'm a bit disappointed. I haven't heard from them.
Well,
in the
can I just
off-season.
say, before we get into their players, we've got a new segment on Big VTV next year.
It's going to every now and then. I think.
It's just been downgraded to every now and then.
Yes, we won't. I don't
It's not
think
gonna be
I don't,
weekly. It's
well,
not
that's what I
gonna
mean.
be
It doesn't have the legs for weekly, but
Katz's Kitchen.
yeah, Gary Katz is the deli. You just come on.
Well,
you got to build it up. You
No,
got to
you're the one on the time thing.
Gary Katz is the delegate out of Maccabi. Gary Katz.
Get a hat.
He's our
Where's he
resident.
come from?
He's from South Africa, and we had a good old time with him at the AGM.
He's from South Africa.
And we mocked up. He's from the.
South
He
Africa.
loves the Springboks.
South Africa.
And
He loves Arsenal.
he does love
He
Arsenal.
sits in the
He's a
director's box at
gooner.
Arsenal.
Where?
The director's box in Arsenal watching games.
Right, okay.
Anyway, carry on. And he.
Do they play in South Africa?
Mate, dead set. He loves South African delicacies, and we think we're going to have a Katz's Kitchen segment
He's going
every
to
now
come,
and then.
he's going to come
Yeah.
and cook some of the South African food for us.
You guys are kidding me, aren't you?
Nah.
Nah, he was
I'm
telling us all
telling you.
about it. It's going to be a classic.
Seriously, Gary Katz is the funniest man I've met in
So we
my
are
life.
officially opening it up to every club to come and run their own segment on Big VTV.
Saturday night with
Make
Gary
up,
Katz.
make
best
up your
night
own
ever.
segment. Make up your own.
No.
Katz's Kitchen.
To every club out there, make up your own segment. Maccabi's got theirs. We'll give it a run during Big VTV next
Why
season,
not?
all right? We'll
Yeah.
give it a run.
That's it. Exciting.
Good in an apron.
Can we just have
That's
any?
it.
Can we have any no updates on the players?
Huh?
What's happening player-wise?
They're going to be pretty young.
Yeah.
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 Oh, Benji Tamir signed with an Israeli pro team.
Yeah.
He's a
Wow.
very good player, Benji.
Yeah.
Very good player.
So he went over
When
the tryouts, came back, got a call, went back. And
when he's getting called out on court, how would they pronounce his name?
Benji Tamir.
Okay, is it?
Is he South African?
No, but he's yeah.
Just watch our boys.
I will.
I think we're
With
going to see
intent.
some improvement.
Agreed.
I think we're going to see some improvement. McKinnon.
The Cougs.
What's
Yeah.
going
Club of the year.
Well, let's get into it. Okay, their men go up to.
State champ, yeah. And look, this is...
How will they go?
Jokes aside.
No, how will they
Yeah,
go?
yeah, jokes aside.
Imports back.
Yeah, jokes aside.
Kale Harris. Is his name Kale, by the way? Is his name Kale?
Oh, no.
It's
You're telling
William.
the
It's
story.
William actually.
Okay, sorry. So jokes aside.
No, jokes aside, they've been planning this for 2 years. Again, like Hawthorn and Whittlesea, it's not just let's go up and see how we go. They put a lot of groundwork into it. With their women going into state championship, they wanted to balance that with the men's program, and I think that they're going to surprise a few teams and be pretty strong with a similar lineup to what they had in Div 1.
Who will they surprise? They'll surprise a few teams. Who will they surprise?
Well, I think they'll beat Werribee. I think they'll probably beat Sherwood. They're going to be no worse off than what Hawthorn and Whittlesea are.
Melbourne.
They're probably going to beat Melbourne. So if all of a sudden you're a top 6, that pushes them up towards that.
Well, I take it from a different angle. I don't think they'll surprise anyone. I think people will expect a competitive team coming up. I'm saying it from that angle, okay? Moving right along. Youthies. You know what's going out there with the Youthies?
Great things happening with the Youthies. We've
You can tell we've spent 2 months apart.
Yeah, it's dead set. I know. So you're right.
Come on.
I know. Well aware of how long you've been taking. So the Youthies, we've gone. Sorry, they have. Dead set. It's really hard to concentrate. The team last season, we've kept half of those. Some of the older guys are in their last season of McKinnon, Chandler, Risman, those guys they're like 22.
There's one big story.
And we brought in the Vic Youth Championship. The guys from their VC team.
It's a good way to do it.
So it's a half and half.
Yeah, there's one big story out of McKinnon. What? The guy, the kid that you gave the flick to Sandringham is back, I've heard. Is that right or not?
Sam Air.
Is he back?
Yeah, from what I've heard.
Oh, there you go. I've heard
in the men's team.
Yeah. I've heard. Well, he's not going to be in the women's team.
No, he's not going to be in the youth team, you mean?
No,
okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's right.
What about the senior women? What about the coaching? What's going on out there?
Marcus Simmons is going to coach him. So when we clash, won't be able to do it. Obviously, he'll be playing
coaching
when they clash.
Coaching the women.
Timmons coaching the youth men. Stop jumping around.
The men.
The youth men.
Jeez. Nice. Come on, go.
It's so annoying.
Which is great.
Yes.
Fantastic for those boys. Apparently he's already whipped them into shape. Higher expectations than what they've had before the last few years.
Yep.
And I think they'll benefit from that.
Yeah.
There's Champ Women are coached by Bianca White again. And I think
same group, same.
Similar group, but I think they're in that situation now where this is the team, and I don't know what the right word is, always the bridesmaids, you know what I mean?
Keep coming third.
Yeah, they never quite get there. So I think they do need to recruit a couple of players to go with that group if they're not just going to avoid being the third place team again.
Melbourne Union.
Been pretty quiet.
Andrew Walker coaching again.
Yes, he is.
New suit this year.
There's a new women's coach.
Is it Fiddler?
No, that's
Sam Fletcher.
Fletcher has been an assistant coach at Keilor and Hume City before.
I know Sam. He comes in. Okay.
So that'll be good.
Any other news player-wise?
So the D2 women just played at the Albury tournament over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently quite advanced.
Depending on when you're watching this.
So we're going for it.
Yeah. Randy going round again?
Who? Oh,
Randy.
No.
Oh, sorry. Sam's coaching.
Mate, you have lost support. The last 2-3 teams, you've absolutely lost support.
Melton Thoroughbreds. Big changes at Melton. Big changes.
Huge changes. Mick Downey comes in, former Werribee youth coach.
So good, we got it twice.
Yeah, comes in to coach their...
Spencer's gone.
To coach their Div 1.
Pretty good quick replacement.
Up to Div 1. Up to Div 1.
Yeah. They'll be alright.
Nick's had a lot of experience around the league. I think he'll take the reins and he'll do a good job.
Player movement.
I think because they've gone to Div 1, they haven't lost any of their more skilled advanced players, and so that's a
couple of possible big ins that they can't announce yet.
Yep.
Can't announce yet.
Not yet. So
but they'll be fine.
Watch the space.
Yep. Okay, fair enough. What about, we know they've got the Youthies out there. They were pretty competitive last season as well.
They'll take another step forward. They had a really good first season.
Let's head up to Orange County. Both coaches are back, and I'm hearing a chance that Kelvin Henry may be returning.
I think he might. I reckon he will.
Yeah.
Me too.
I saw a piece in the Sunraysia Daily that they'll be doing everything in their power to get him back, and he's certainly interested in that.
No Terrell Bell though. Terrell Bell won't be back.
I wouldn't have brought him back.
Both coaches, as we said, have re-signed. I think that's strong. I think their women are just starting to rebuild at the moment. They're starting to rebuild. Michaela Del Castagna, they've got some very good young players coming through. Vanessa Power will be back in there again. Don't know about an import at the moment. I don't think Crystal will be back.
No, I think I've heard rumours of another import, but somewhat different.
Okay. Both going around Division 1. Mornington, what's happening down at the Breakers?
A bit reasonably quiet.
The
Beckett's are coaching the men and the women respectively. Again, Bill Gaylor is coaching the youth men. But I don't know about the men's. I heard something that there was some play movement, a bit of change, but then nothing's really but nothing has really materialised further than that. So it's pretty quiet down the peninsula
on the western front. Let's go to new team in the competition, the Oakley Warriors.
Oakley Warriors are presented to the big VAGM and were overwhelmingly endorsed by the clubs. They're coming in at Division 2 level.
Who's coaching the Oakley Warriors?
Bobby Man. He is. Bobby Man is back.
Bobby Man's still going around.
Yes, he is.
Wow.
They're really enthusiastic. They've got a lot of juniors. Their VWL program's growing.
Their
domestic program's got a lot of numbers now. This is the next step in the pathway for them, and we look forward to seeing what they can do. There's some really good people involved there that we caught up with at the AGM, and they're pretty enthusiastic about finally getting that spot in the league.
What do we expect?
mid-table, I would think.
Yeah,
It'd be a really good
or
first
unknown.
year.
I think it might be, you know, a quietish year for them as they, you know, cut their teeth.
Get used to the standard.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
VYC men and women, the Sabres, the women won last year, Beth. They were very, very good, very impressive.
I don't think they're going to change. We've heard
Yeah,
anything.
look, through natural attrition, you'd expect some to step up.
I reckon Alana Gadsby might be too old. I have a feeling.
Yeah, and you'd
If not,
expect some to, even if she wasn't, you'd expect some to step up into the Seagull team. But you know, they were outstanding. That game against Debbie on those women's game was fantastic. The boys started off slow, but I think got better as the season went on. And you know, they've got some good young talent around the club. You know, Sandra Ham are always going to put competitive teams on the floor, and I think it'll be no different next year.
Southern Pen, let's head back down to the Bay again.
Shark Tank.
Yeah, what's going on down at Southern Pen?
Well, Luke Sunderland's coaching their Division 1 men.
Jamie Lee Pearce is coming.
Yes, she certainly
sorry.
Dead set, you did it again. Jumped around.
Wow.
Women's team, the coaches are Lucas Allen from City.
I got the wrong
And following him is Jamie Lee Pearce, a standout player, top 5 scorer in the league last season, Division 1 women. So she can
And they've stepped up to Division 1.
Yep.
Yes, and
They've lost Jasmine Lovejoy though. Have lost Lee Wilkins.
Yep.
And a couple
I think
of
there's some legitimate changes down there, and I think you'll see that in the
Right
men's
through the
team
whole
too.
club, yeah.
Lost Manny
absolutely.
Hendricks.
Getting back.
Yeah, Hendricks is gone.
Hendricks is gone to Western Port.
I hear Tyndall might be gone too.
I've heard the same thing.
I don't think Hendricks would have fit into the structure. I think that's a fair point.
Yep.
With Luke coaching the men, what can we expect? You've had a bit to do with him?
Oh look, he's got a great basketball brain. He'll be disciplined. The team, you know, they seem to have been able to get away with a fair bit the last few years down at the Sharks. They won't anymore.
He'll be a really good addition down there. It's what they need to bring the program.
The youthies down there, both, well, certainly the women. I saw the youth women play once last season, and they got some really good kids coming through.
They got good kids.
Good country.
Big country state team, yeah.
The youth men, we mentioned either earlier on in the show, another show, the Duster's gone. Yeah. He's moved on. They need some talent coming through. I think it's going to be a hard season unless they can pick up.
I think you're right.
Let's move on to the Warrandyte Venom. 3 coaching changes at Warrandyte. They had 1 coaching change in 16 collective years, and they've had 3 in the off season.
It's a shambles.
Huge upgrade in the women.
Yes. I think it is. Absolutely.
Nicole Howard has gone from the youth women to the senior women. She's replaced the former coach who they gave the flick to.
Yeah.
And she's a very good coach.
She has a much better haircut.
Yeah, very good coach.
And let's not downplay the fact that they've gone to state championship winning. This is something the club's worked on again for 2 or 3 years. And, you know, they've had mostly Warrandyte kids that have come through that program, and I think it's an outstanding opportunity for Nicole to take her coaching to the next level, and I actually think they're going to be pretty good in champion.
I'll give you a stat, by the way, just while we're on that. This year, so 2013, is the first time since 2007 that Division 1 champion teams have gone
Isn't that good?
to championship. Hasn't happened since Diamond Valley Women back in 07 or 08, I think. So it's
I think
first time.
fantastic.
It is. The youthies, I think they'll be strong again. The women are playing for back-to-back.
Yep.
Anything else on that?
We're saying goodbye to our co-host Beth, who's leaving for the day.
Oh,
Can I go?
wait,
Thanks, Beth.
you're just done.
No, she can go. No,
You're just done.
I've had enough.
I've just given it a sack, to be honest.
Oh, well, that's better anyway.
Doesn't happen on too many shows. Someone just gets up and leaves halfway through.
This is live.
Anyway, slam the door behind you.
Yeah.
Don't come back.
Bo Bentley is the new coach of the youth men out there.
Yep. It's good. What do you know about it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Bo Bentley's an outstanding coach.
Did you coach the 16 once?
Yeah, very, very good.
Okay.
Done wonderful
Great
things.
development coach.
Done wonderful things
to your
with youth
coaches.
level. Yep.
What about the men?
Men, Arnie Gifting's coaching
Big
again.
changes play-wise?
Big changes, lots of changes with the men. Nathan Marshall's come in.
I've heard Lee's gone. I've heard Leonard's gone. I've heard obviously Teskey.
They went well at the end of the last season.
Is Leonard gone though? He's gone.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Vashon.
Vashon, we mentioned another show, maybe just through family, you know, new twins, all that sort of stuff.
I think the last couple of seasons, no disrespect, but everyone's thought, top four, and they've certainly underperformed. I think they're now going with a younger group.
Totally rebuilding.
Yeah, they're looking to develop that group over the next 2 or 3 years, and that's okay. I think that's probably going to end up being better for them.
Other than Nathan Marsh, they've brought in a big body, older experience. Thanks, Sam. Good to have him back. I think the rest of the team's probably 24 and younger. I think it's on the cards, maybe.
Just to prop it up.
Yeah,
yep.
that'll be fine.
Youth women, obviously, with Nicole going up to the senior women. Damien Clark, who was assistant coach to Trevor Lee for the last 3 years, is coaching the youth women.
Plenty of things there. No doubt.
Waverley Falcons.
Plenty going on.
Tell us all about it. There's heaps as always.
Yeah, the women's team picked up, will be coached by Elia Palionis again.
Sally Lang.
Jacqueline Smith as well.
Smith.
Nice little additions. Rumblings about another player. I know Dompkins won't be back.
Yep.
I think that was what was going to happen.
I know, but I think...
I know Michaela Dompkins won't be back, I think.
Yeah, I kind of halfway through. It's not a guarantee. Dompkins does probably not. Yeah. Then men, few players coming in.
Yeah, go. Tell us
Brad
about
Bridgewater.
Brad Bridgewater in.
Just to fill,
if they're like one thing,
was
big
Bridgewater.
Yeah. Arkell.
Jermaine Williams has been mentioned.
His name's been mentioned.
Earlier on, I don't think petered out a bit.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
Anything else happening there? Youthies, men and women? Youthies, men. Good team.
Very good team.
They probably sent a few off to college.
In high school. Damien Dell's in high school over there. So
their next crop will be just as good. There's no question about that.
Would we expect finals for all 4 teams?
No, maybe not the youth girls. Yeah, that'd be the biggest question mark, I'd say.
Let's head down to Werribee. Big change in Werribee. Their women have gone up to Division 1.
Yeah, they applied to make the jump up to Division 1. And
go back after a couple of years in D2, yep.
And I think a youth women's team?
Yeah, they have, yeah.
Nice.
It's good. They're like, if we're going to keep us, because last time the Division 1 women's team wasn't sustainable, for them to be able to sustain that, they need that youth league team underpinning it.
Yeah. Men caught a few by surprise first half of last season.
Certainly
a little bit more consolidated now. Tipsy Silver's gone, we know that.
Yeah, I think, look, to be honest,
Josh
I've got a few concerns about the strength of that team. I think some have moved off to other clubs, maybe moved off overseas, not playing anymore. Haven't heard a lot about who they're signing, but they had some great guys in youth league, like
Michael Luxford.
Michael Luxford was the name that was eluding me. If he goes up there, he's still going to be.
He's quite capable right now.
But we haven't heard much else. So whether they're flying under the radar or going to drop off a bit, we'll
find out.
Too early to speculate. Yeah.
Western Port. Big news out there is the guitar man.
Yeah, Matty Hendricks has signed over at the Steelers, so that's probably one of the biggest
Division 2. He's going to be running around Division 2.
I think he's going to destroy Division 2.
I think he's going to absolutely tear it apart.
I think he's going to put in 30 games quite capable.
Hates a shot. Hates a shot.
Hates one. Hates telling everyone about it too.
Hates it.
I think he's great. Going to be great, not just for that team, for the club.
He's huge.
He'll put him on the map.
He's huge, very to the left.
Yeah. Can he work in the steel mill? The steel mill?
He'll be on a sports visa, so he'll be.
He won't have to.
What do you mean?
Do you have to work in?
Oh yeah. So he'll be involved with the club, no doubt.
Beautiful.
And he's getting out in the community. He'll be. Bridget's
I don't think there's going to be better
school. It's exciting.
I've been going around 10 years, and I would say that he, in terms of his connection with the community, he's the best I've seen.
Yeah.
And he walks into a primary school, the kids love him. It's going to be, I think, fantastic. I think it's going to help. Here's another situation like you said with Timo at your club. I think he's going to really help push Western Port up to that next level.
Youth men, senior women.
Not sure. Senior women, more rebuilding. Rebuilding.
They were pretty young last year, but they'll be okay.
They had some 14-year-olds. They're super young.
And their youth one men will be strong again.
Yeah.
Last but not least, on our final edition of Silly Season, we can go off and enjoy a break.
Yes.
Wodonga.
Yes, Div 2 men and Div 2 women.
How good is this?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, they've gone the double. It's good.
That's it. We're going to be able to give some teams a Shepparton Wodonga double.
Well, Shepparton have got men and women now as well.
Yeah, so there's teams going to be able to go and play the double with their
That'll be a rivalry in itself.
Absolutely, it's going to be great. And the people I sat in the interview with the Wodonga people when they were applying for the league. There's some really good people around that club.
Yeah.
They've got a great venue. They get fantastic crowds at their CBL game. They're putting this team in place because at the moment there's a bit too much of a gap between CBL and the Albury Seabold program. So by being able to run their stronger kids and players in that Big V program, they can help take the jump up.
Good to have the Wolves. Country basketball.
Good to have the Wolves. Yet another animal running around in the Big V competition. Hey, that's it for the year. We've come back. We've had a look at every club over the last few shows. We're going to go off and take a break. Everyone else out there is going to take a break. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe. Drive safely. See you in the new year. And of course, Big VTV will be back.
With Katz's Kitchen.
Seriously,
Yeah. See you in March.
We'll be back for the pre-season tournament. Big VTV will be back leading into the pre-season tournament, and that is going to be played at
Frankston again, yep.
Looking forward to it. Have a great holiday. Enjoy yourselves. All the best. We'll be back in 2014. See you then.